Big thanks to Top Up Live for sponsoring this video.
You've probably seen this Deviant a lot in-game, right? Many players use it for combat. Even in my own video, especially with the Cam, Abyss Glance and P90 build, I often bring this Deviant into fight. And it's not without reason. There is a good explanation why so many players choose Voodoo as their main combat Deviant. In this video, I'm going to show a damage comparison between different Deviants like Polar Jelly, Snow Sprite, and of course the Voodoo Doll. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll show you why the Voodoo Doll is currently the best combat Deviant in the game. So without wasting any more time, let's check them out one by one, and later we'll compare their damage as well. First, I'll test Snow Sprite. This is just to check the baseline, so no cradle or extra gear, purely weapon damage. The highest baseline damage after all skills are active is 177 per tick. Then I used the Deviant skill, but my damage didn't change at all, still 177 per tick. After using the ultimate, the damage went up from 177 to 186 per tick. Because every Deviant I use has Psyche Kit, which adds 5% status damage when fighting side by side with the Deviant. Once the Ice Ball hits, our elemental damage jump to 275 per tick. For Calm, I might still bring this Deviant even though the skill isn't that impressive and the ultimates only boost damage after the target get hit by the Ice Ball. It's still interesting to use in silo, though it doesn't feel that reliable. Honestly, I should have tested the Ice Spike shot too, but I skipped it in the first run. When I tried again, it bugs out. First issue, damage delay. You can notice it from the ice explosion sound effect being slightly late. Then when I reload, I couldn't lock back in and got stuck. That's very impressive. So yeah, I couldn't check the damage with the Ice Spike shot. Anyway, let's move on to the next Deviant. Next up, we've got Polar Jelly. Same setup, no cradle, no extra gear, just the Deviant and weapon damage. The best damage is still 177 per tick, and after using the skill, it stays at 177 per tick. The skill itself deals around 1300% psi intensity as frost damage, which comes out to roughly 3067 damage. When we use the ultimate and the jelly is right next to the enemy, our damage jump to 260 per tick. For now, Snow Sprite still take a lead with 275 damage per tick when using its ultimate. Now for the next contestant, Voodoo Doll. The best damage goes from 177 up to 209 per tick. Its skill instantly boosts status, weapon, and melee damage by 80%. Out of the three contestants, only Voodoo Doll skill directly increase the user damage. And the best part, it basically has no downtime. Sure, there is like a 10-second cooldown, but the skill also lasts for 10 seconds, which means as soon as the cooldown ends, the effect ends too, and you can cast it right away. Even against distance enemy, your damage still get boost. This skill is solid. When we use the ultimate, damage jump from 177 to 297 per tick. That's already higher then Polar, Jelly, and Snow Sprite. And if we stack it with the skill, the total damage reaches 387 per tick. By the way, make sure to use the ultimate first, then follow up with the skill. If you use skill first before the ultimate, the damage won't be maximized.
Want to top up once human but not sure where? No worries, Top Up Live's got you covered. They've got tons of games you can top up, including once human. Fast process, good prices, and most importantly, it's safe. Plus, Top Up Live supports multiple currencies, so basically, no matter where you are in the world, you can top up here. It's super easy. Just go to topuplive.com or hit the link in the description. Pick the item you want, enter your UID, region, and server. Don't forget to use code JANE for a 12% discount. Then click Buy Now and choose your payment method. Easy, right? And if you run into any issues, their customer service is solid and always ready to help. So whenever you think about topping up, just think Top Up Live. Now let's get back into the Deviant.
For the baseline damage, Voodoo Doll takes the win. Now let's see what happened with full gear. How much damage per tick each Deviant can deal when we use their ultimate. Polar Jelly can hit almost 90k elemental damage per tick, while Snow Sprite reaches around 20k per tick. But when we try Voodoo Doll, the damage jumps all the way to 25k per tick. That's with both the ultimate and skill active. Pretty big difference, right? From this test, we can already see that Voodoo Doll stand out as the top Deviant for Camp Abyss Glance, followed by Snow Sprite and Polar Jelly. Its ultimate can lock onto up to 5 targets as long as they are within 20 meters and affected by the red aura, which sometimes bug out, disappearing and then reappearing like a ghost. When the aura is active, our damage gets boosted and the vulnerability can go up to 60% at rating 5. On top of that, the skill can be spammed almost endlessly, and the ultimate cooldown is relatively faster compared to Polar Jelly and Snow Sprite. That's a big plus, since it means we can keep chaining skill and ultimate without waiting too long. This makes sense because if you check the box stat, Voodoo has up to 30% boost for recharge power, while Polar Jelly and Snow Sprite only have 25%. And just to be clear, all of them here are tests at rating 5 and activity 5 with Power Rewind 2, Psychic Kit, and Moonlight Assault. With higher damage output and faster recovery, it's no surprise that this combo makes silo runs much quicker. Well, except maybe against the Monolith Treant, there I'd still prefer Polar Jelly since it can be thrown from distance. With Voodoo, you'd have to get closer first, which take more time and feel a bit clunky. Since Voodoo Doll boosts weapon, status, and melee damage, it's also a top choice for P90. I've been using this Deviant with my P90 and the damage feel way better. For second giant goes down much faster compared to when I use Zapcam or Wellpop. Maybe I should try a melee build next with Voodoo Doll? It sounds interesting. What do you guys think? And what's a good melee build to run? Drop your idea in the comments so we can test them out later. So yeah, that's why Voodoo Doll is my top pick for combat Deviant. As long as you are within 20 meters, it keeps stacking buff like crazy. Well, except if you are running Blaze Elemental build, then the Sun will be a good choice. I already have one at 5.5, but haven't tested the build yet. Well, maybe later. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Have you tried using Voodoo yet? Share your experience with this Deviant in the comment. And if you know good farming spot for Voodoo, let us know. I usually get mine from AX1 silo or random camp. Sharing farming tips would definitely help everyone out. So that's it for today's video. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to hit like if you enjoyed this breakdown and drop a comment on what else we should cover in game. I'll see you guys again in the next one. Bye bye. Oh, by the way, thanks for all the positive feedbacks. I'll keep working on improving, especially my pronunciation. Honestly, that's the toughest part for me. But hey, better to start now than never, right?